Hi, so welcome to another dose of the H Zone. And it is August. It is the beginning of August. And here in Georgia, it is back to school time. So in my house, things are woo. Organization is the key. So that's what I want to focus in on this month and give you guys tips and tricks to help you organize. And this isn't just for people who have kids going back to school. If you have elderly parents that you have to take care of, that requires a lot of organization. If you've got new projects or big things coming up, it takes a lot of organization. And all of you guys know it's August, so soon creeping in around the corner is going to be the holidays. And if you've got stuff going on or family obligations, that takes organization too. So we're going to walk through each week different tips and tricks and things like that that I use here. So kind of like a behind the scenes look in my life and the things that I do to keep 5 of us in this home organized and on track and sort of everyone getting their needs met kind of thing. So I want to kick off this month of organization with starting off with what I call a must. And the starting point is kind of where I start everything off. And that is making sure that whatever you're doing, whatever task that is, if it's back to school, if it's elderly parents, if it's a big project, that you're organizing things that are in line with who you are. Okay? Because if you don't and you organize it according to how somebody else flows or how somebody else does things, it's not going to work out for you. So my first tip is to check in with yourself. Okay? You want to look at, how do I flow best? Do I think best in the morning, afternoon, evening? Is it easy for me to get things together in the morning, evening, afternoon? When do I have time by myself to kind of organize and think things through and get my head together? Okay, so that's about knowing who you are and how you flow at this moment. So that's very crucial and critical. The other things is to look at, what do you think when you think of the word organization? Is it like, oh, this kind of dreadful thing, it's too organized, it's too stifling, or does it bring you peace? Does it make you relaxed? All of that is about tuning in. So if organization, the word rubs you the wrong way and doesn't kind of seem like, well, it doesn't flow with me, use a different word. What's a system? What's a way of flowing? What's a way of being that brings me ease? Because the whole point of this is that you want things to be easier. You have your obligations, a lot of things we cannot get out of. So how do I flow and do them with ease and not be all stressed out or panicky or worried throughout this process, or feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, right? So that's what we want to look at. What is your mindset when it comes to this task that's about to happen? So like for me, back to school, that means, all right, game on, get organized, 3 different kids, 3 different schools. I have to have things together because their requirements are different, their age level is different, their maturity is different. So I have to get myself in line first and look at, what is my view of this time of year? Does it bring me, do I say, oh, this is so stressful, oh, this is so taxing? What do you say about it? The task that's at hand for you. If you already speak negativity about the task, then that may be a problem because you're already setting yourself up for this to be overwhelming, disappointing, frustrating. Instead of being, okay, I got this. I can flow with this. This is going to work itself out. It may not be easy, but you may get it to a point where it works itself out and it's not overwhelming and it's not frustrating. So you want to look at how you view the task at hand, okay? Because that's going to set you up for what you do and how you act it out and play it out in your life. The other thing you want to do when it comes to looking at alignment is, what are the tools and resources I need to tackle this? And I don't mean like the tangible things. Like, I'll give you my example of going back to school, right? The kids need school supplies, they may need new clothes, things like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean emotionally, I mean spiritually. What do you need to make this time as peaceful and as easy for you as possible? So do you need more breaks? Do you need more time away? Do you need things done in advance? What do you need emotionally and spiritually for you not to be exhausted, burnt out by the end of this time of you having this project, this task, or dealing with others? So you want to really get clear and sit with yourself first before you start organizing things and putting all things in place. You want to sit with yourself first and say, what do I need? At this moment in time, what do I need? Because see, right now for us, it's back to school. Soon it'll be holiday time. During these two times, I need two different things. So you've got to really know yourself and tap in to say, okay, what do I need emotionally? So for me, I need some more downtime and I need more planning time. And to me to plan, I need a little bit more quiet time. So that's what I need to get myself in gear and in motion. And I also need to know, because my kids are nervous and starting school, that I need to have time for them. So for me to be fully present and not multitask and be fully present and be there in mind, body, and spirit with my kids, what do I need to do for me first so that I can take care of them? So those are my tips for you before we start in on the organization tips and all that kind of stuff. Is first we get aligned with ourselves. We get aligned emotionally and spiritually and mentally before we do anything. Okay, so that's my tip for this week, is to get all of those pieces in place first before we start the implementation process. Because once we're in aligned and we know what we need and we can ask for what we need and we make sure we get the things that we need, then we can handle almost any task that comes at us. So I hope you find this helpful. If you guys have questions, or there's a place that you get stuck, or there's something that I said that you don't understand, please respond back to the email and just say, hey, LaShonda, here's my question. I will be more than happy to answer your questions. I hope you guys are gearing up for school are ready and you got yourself going. If not, and you've got a little bit of time, take heed to what I'm saying and listen through the steps through August and the tips that I have, because that'll make your process hopefully a lot smoother. And those of you who are dealing with elderly parents and all the other tasks that may be going on, hopefully this will help you go through the process a lot smoother. All right, take care, guys, and I will see you again next week.